And a pleasant good Saturday afternoon to you live from DeVos Fieldhouse on the campus of Hope College. Welcome to Hope College basketball through athletics.hope.edu. My name is Greg Chandler, and this is the final game of the Midwest Challenge, pitting the Flying Dutchman of Hope taking on the Redmen of Carthage College. And earlier this afternoon, Calvin defeated Carthage in the first game of the day Calvin defeated Wheaton by a score of 79-66. Meanwhile, last night in the two games that were played here, Carthage fell to Calvin by a score of 77-65. Hope, meanwhile, came from behind in a game with a definite NCAA tournament feel to it. They trailed by as many as 12 points with 6 minutes to play. They were down 7 with a minute 29 left. They came back, forced overtime, and then came away with the victory by a score of 88-83. In that contest, Ben Gardner, the senior guard from Carmel, Indiana, had 22 points, leading 4 Flying Dutchmen in double figures. Harrison Blackledge added 17 points before fouling out late in the ballgame. Dante Hawkins, a young man from Holland High School, had maybe the best game of his career as the sophomore guard, had 17 points in 39 minutes of action. And then Mitchell O'Brien had a very significant role coming in off the bench as the junior transfer, had 12 points, 4 steals in 19 minutes of action, and he's going to get a start this afternoon. Hope is going to be a little bit banged up in this ball game today. They will be playing without their senior center, Brock Benson, the 6'8", 230 senior from Willowbrook, Illinois, suffered a lower leg injury last night. If you watched the game last night, you may have seen the collision that Brock had with Dante Hawkins late in the second half. Benson had to come out of the ball game. He left the game with an ice pack on his leg. He is wearing a walking boot today. I'm seeing him down there on the court right now, slapping hands with his teammates, but Brock will not play today. He is considered day-to-day, so there is a possibility he may return next Saturday when the Flying Dutchmen take on Wisconsin Platteville here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Carthage comes into the ball game with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses. This is a very young team. They've got a great coach on the sidelines for the Redmen in Bosco Jurakovic. He's in his 30th season as a Division III coach, his 20th year as head coach of the Redmen. And looking at his track record over the years, he has coached his teams to 507 victories. While he was at North Park from 1985 to 1994, he led the Vikings to 2 national championships, one in 1985 and then in 1987. Since he's been at Carthage, he has taken the Redmen to 4 NCAA tournament appearances. Their deepest run was in 2002 when they did get to the Final Four in Salem, Virginia. They lost in the semifinals but won the third place game and ended up 3rd in the country. But a very young team. They've got they don't have a great deal of size. Their tallest starter is 6'4", and they'll have 3 guys across the front line at 6'4", and they actually have only one guy that is taller than 6'5" on their roster, Dmitry Kastratovic, and we haven't even seen, he has not even played this season for the Redmen. So the Flying Dutchman and Carthage, this is going to be a good contest, and this is actually the final year of the Midwest Challenge, which for years has been known as the MIAA CCIW Challenge. Got a great crowd on hand, and we're going to have our national anthem sung in just a moment here.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we lost were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red gleam, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
for today's ball game. First for the Redmen of Carthage. Again, Bosco Jurakovic is their head coach. They'll send out Kiston Lee at a forward, a 6'4 senior from Decatur, Illinois. He averages 2.5 points a ball game. Joining him up front will be Brad Cruz. He's a 6'4 senior from Hawthorne Woods, Illinois. And Brad averages 7.5 points a ball game. The leading scorer for Carthage is Jordan Kodrowski. He averages 17 points a game. He had 22 last night against Calvin. He's a 6'3 freshman from Bolingbrook, Illinois. In the backcourt with him is Miles Olson, a 6'4 senior from East Troy, Wisconsin. He averages 6 points a ball game. And finally, Mike Stevenson, a 6'4 junior from Burlington, Wisconsin. He averages 14.2 points a ball game. He had 18 last night in the game against Calvin. The Flying Dutchman, coached by Greg Mitchell in his second year, they'll send out at a forward Harrison Blackledge, the 6'6 junior, an all-MIAA selection from Canton, Ohio. And Harrison had 17 last night in the victory against Wheaton. He'll be joined up front by Mitchell O'Brien. He's getting his first start. He's a 6'2 junior from Manteno, Illinois. Went to Bishop McNamara High School. He had 12 off the bench last night. Played a huge role for the Dutchman down the stretch with Brock Benson being injured. At a forward is Sam Otto. Sam, a 6'3 senior from Wheaton, Illinois. Then in the backcourt for the Flying Dutchman, it'll be Dante Hawkins, the 5'9 sophomore from Holland High School. Grew up just a few moments right here from the DeVos Fieldhouse. Dante had 17 last night in 39 minutes of action. And finally, Ben Gardner, the all-MIAA guard, the senior from out of Indianapolis, Carmel High School. And Ben had 22 along with 6 boards last night, 4 assists, 3 steals, committed just 1 turnover in 40 minutes of action. Hope comes into today's game with a 4-1 record. Their only loss was last Saturday night at the hands of Cornerstone University, which is the defending NAIA Division II national champion. The Dutchmen are in the royal blue jerseys with orange numerals. The Redmen are in the white jerseys with red numerals. The two teams shake hands. Now the MIAA trying to go 4-0 on this final year of the Midwest Challenge. So far Calvin has 2 wins, Hope has 1. It'll be Blackledge jumping center against Lee, or rather against Stevenson. Hope will go left to right across your TV screen. Blackledge controls the tap for the Flying Dutchman. Dante Hawkins comes to work. Over to Otto. Gardner has it in the right corner. Blackledge has it right of the lane, back to Gardner. Blackledge spins to the hole, off the window. Down with the rebound is Cruz for Carthage. Stevenson brings it up. Over to Olson. Olson on the right wing. Hawkins closes out on him right in front of the Hope bench. Cruz has it now between the circles. Here's a shot on the way off the back of the iron by Kedlowski. Rebound by Otto. Here comes Hawkins. Hawkins will launch it from the top, off the front of the iron, and the rebound to Kedlowski. Carthage likes to shoot the 3. They had 29 3-point attempts last night against Calvin. Open in the corner is Stevenson. Ryder Cruz, no good, and the Dutchmen get the rebound. Here comes Hawkins with it. Into the front court to Otto. Carthage in a man-to-man defense. Otto to the hole. We got a collision. Offensive foul. Good call there. And Cruz went down hard, but he was clearly in position to take the charge from Sam Otto. We played a little more than a minute here at DeVos. No score yet. This is Kedlowski. He's the leading scorer. Now over to Cruz. To Lee between the circles. Now to Kedlowski. Driving to the hole and being fouled going up. That's Stevenson. And Blackledge will get the foul. First foul on Harrison. So Stevenson at the free throw line. He's a 79% free throw shooter. He's attempted 34 free throws, by far the most of any Carthage player. Drops in the first. He also averages 5.8 rebounds a contest. Just a freshman, or rather, Stevens a junior from Burlington, Wisconsin. Second one rolls off the rim, and Gardner has the rebound. Gardner front court to Otto. O'Brien from the top. Got it. Got the friendly roll that time. So Hope gets its first lead, 2-1. Kedlowski with it to Olson. Lee with the baseline jumper, no. And it's going to stay with the Redmen. Jurkovic will go about 10 players deep on this Carthage team. Likes to play a lot of guys. Inbounds to Stevenson. Stevenson, nice move around the basket there by Cruz, and he puts it in. Gardner in the front court for Hope, over to Blackledge. Otto thought about a three. Now he'll pull it up from 15. Mark it up for Sam Otto. So already our third lead change. Hope with a 4-3 lead. Kodrowski in the front court to Olson. Kodrowski from deep. Got it. Kodrowski is a 42% three-point shooter. He's made 21 triples on the season. So Carthage with a 6-4 lead. Hawkins down low to Otto. Step back by Sam. Got it. So Sam Otto with a couple of quick baskets, and we're tied at 6. Here comes Kodrowski with it for the Redmen. Stevenson has it now, pulls up from 15. Stevenson's a good shooter. He hit it over Blackledge. Carthage with an 8-6 lead. Otto gets a screen from Blackledge. To Gardner, to O'Brien. Mitchell for 3. It goes in, but we got a foul away from the basketball against the Flying Dutchman. And Harrison Blackledge just picked up his second foul. And Greg Mitchell's going to have to go to his bench. Cody Stivey, the Hudsonville native, will come in. So the all-MIAA forward, Harrison Blackledge, goes to the bench with 2 early fouls. No basket on that three-point shot by O'Brien. The foul occurred before the shot went up. Kodrowski with it in the front court for the Redmen. Remember, Brock Benson not playing for the Dutchman today because of a lower leg injury. Nice up and under move by Miles Olson, and he puts it in. So 4 different players have scored for Carthage, and the Redmen have a 4-point lead, 10-6. Here's Gardner down the lane to the hole, and he draws a foul. Now, Ben Gardner showing no fear going down the lane. He draws the contact. Cruz will get the foul. Ben Gardner at the line. He shoots 78% from the line. Last night, 3 of 5 from the stripe. The Dutchmen had their problems at the line last night, only 19 of 32. Gardner makes the first. He has one more. The left-hander fires, and he fills it. 10-8 Carthage. We played a little less than 4 minutes here at DeVos. With it is Olson. Shot missed underneath by Cruz, but he gets his own board and puts it back up and in. Here's Hawkins the other way for Hope. To Gardner. Gardner will back it out. Stivey with it. Stivey can hit from 3. Stivey dishes to O'Brien. Nice ball movement by the Dutchman here. Down low, Stivey in the lane. Left-handed hook. Mark it up for Cody. Stivey, the junior from Hudsonville. His high school coach was Eric Elliott, one of the all-time greats for the Flying Dutchman. 12-10 Carthage. 15:35 to go first half. With it in the front court is Cruz. Now Kodrowski. And we get a whistle away from the basketball and a Hope College foul. That's going to be on Ben Gardner. 4 team fouls already against Hope, just 1 on Carthage. Redmond will inbound underneath. Long inbounds comes to Lee, almost out to half court. Here's Kodrowski with it in front of the anchor. Kodrowski at the top, drives on Gardner, drives to the hole, nice move. So Kodrowski with 5. Back to a 4-point advantage for Carthage. Here's Hawkins with it for Hope, over to Gardner. Ben gets rid of it to Stivey. Now Otto left corner. Stivey has it knocked away, stolen. Cruz with a steal. Here comes Carthage 2-on-2. And Olsen for 3. He got it. And Greg Mitchell wants a timeout. Carthage off to a strong start. They have built up a 17-10 lead over the Flying Dutchman. It's a 30-second timeout, and Greg Mitchell's going to get Chad Carlson in the ball game along with Alex Edson. Edson, the senior from Grand Haven, who's been coming in off the bench. He's been a starter most of his career, but Edson's been coming off the bench so far in the early stages of the season. Chad Carlson, the junior from Rockford, will also come in. Carthage early on, 7 of 11 from the field for 64%. Hope is 4 of 6 so far, but they've also committed 3 turnovers. Carthage has yet to commit a turnover. So Coach Jurikova got to be happy to see what's happened with his team so far in the early going. Right now for Hope, it is Stivey, Carlson, Otto, Gardner, and Edson. And Edson has it in the right corner. He can stroke the 3. Here's Gardner with a deep 3 from the wing. Got it! Ben Gardner with a triple. Cutting the Carthage lead to 4. Here's Kodrowski with it in the front court. With it now is Olsen. Here's Stevenson from 15. Got it. Here comes Chad Carlson with it from Hope. Otto puts up a 3, and he hit it. He got knocked down by Lee after the follow-through. Sam Otto with a triple. He has 7 early points for the Dutchman. He came in averaging just 8. Here's a drive by Olsen, and he's fouled by Chad Carlson. And Carthage makes its first substitution. Sean Valentine, a 6'4 senior from Cary, Illinois. Interesting, the school is in Kenosha, Wisconsin, but 14 of the 17 Redmen are from the state of Illinois. There are 2 players from Wisconsin and 1 player from Yugoslavia, or Serbia rather, and we get a foul away from the basketball before they can even inbound it. And Sean Valentine, the new guy in the ball game, commits the offensive foul. Only the second team foul on Carthage. Here comes Chad Carlson with it. Hope down by 3. We've played 6 minutes so far. Here's Gardner, has the ball knocked away, nearly stolen. Retrieving it is Edson. Edson penetrates, dishes off. Here's Otto, 3 ball. Gardner got a tip on the rebound. Here's Edson with it now. Edson, Otto will try another 3. That one's good, and we're tied. Hope on a 9-2 run. And Sam Otto, a big reason why. He has 10. We're tied at 19. Olsen with it. Carlson closing out on him. Hope's gone man the entire ball game. Kodrowski has it now at the anchor. Kodrowski matched up against Stivey. Drives down the lane. Shot blocked by Stivey, out of bounds. And Stivey was lobbing for the ball to go off of Kodrowski. And they're not going to get the call. Cody had a huge block in overtime last night. That was a big play in that victory against Wheaton. Olsen to trigger. Shaking loose underneath is Mike Stevenson, and he gets an easy hoop. Here's Otto with it. Front court thinking about a 3. He's feeling it. Otto, short. Cruz with the rebound for Carthage. 21-19 Redmen. 12:56 to play first half here at DeVos Fieldhouse. This is the Midwest Challenge, the final year for that tournament. Here's a steal by Gardner. Gardner to the hole, reverse layup, missed it. Tried to use the rim as kind of a screen, and Ben left it short. Here's Kodrowski with it for Carthage. Gets a screen from Valentine. Kodrowski from the top, no good. Stivey with the long rebound, and his handoff goes off the knee of Chad Carlson, out of bounds. Luke Dreyer, a 6'2 sophomore from Zeeland West, checks in for the Dutchman. Otto will have a seat. He's off to a great start today, but Sam, I think, needs a little bit of a blow right now. Kevin Kozel, a 6'1 senior from Prospect Heights, Illinois, in the contest for Carthage. Also Scott McNellis, a 6'5 junior from Downers Grove, Illinois. A lot of Chicago area talent on this Carthage ball club. Kodrowski with it. Guarded by Gardner. Outside to Kozel. Cruz has it now on the left wing. Dreyer comes out on him. Back to Kodrowski. Kodrowski underneath, open and scoring is Valentine. Kodrowski drew the double team and found Valentine wide open for an easy hoop. 23-19 Carthage. Here's Gardner. A three by Stivey, short. Rebound tipped by Carlson, but controlled by Carthage. Kozel has the ball tipped away from behind by Carlson, and Chad's going to get a foul. That's team foul number 6 on the Dutchman. And Dante Hawkins returns for Hope. Ben Gardner will sit. So the next foul will put Carthage in the 1-and-1. Inbounds to Kozel. Kozel matched up against Chad Carlson. Now with it is Kodrowski. Dante Hawkins on him. Entry pass off the back of Edson, who is fronting the Carthage offensive player in the lane, and the Dutchmen get a steal. Here's Edson to Hawkins. To Dreyer. Edson at the top. Edson looks for a cutter. Here's Dreyer. Back to Carlson. And we get a whistle and another foul away from the ball against Hope. Hope's had several calls like this today. I think that's on, that is on Stivey. That's Cody's second. Already Blackledge on the bench with 2 fouls. Hope is a little thin on the front line today with Brock Benson in street clothes. Carthage by 4 and with the basketball. Kozel with it. Kozel looks for someone outside to Kodrowski. They don't have the automatic 5-second rule anymore in college basketball. And, we get an offensive foul on Kodrowski. And Bosko Jurakovic wants an explanation. Only the 3rd team foul on Carthage. Carlson checks out. And Reese Stills, a 5'11 junior from Saline, the transfer from Ohio Dominican, in the ball game. Hawkins with it for the Dutchman. They're trying to get it to Stivey. Stivey has it at the top, tries to penetrate, and we get a whistle. And we get a reach-in call. Scott McNellis gets the personal for Carthage, his first. Dutchman will inbound underneath. Stivey, foul line jumper, good. So Cody Stivey pulls Hope within a deuce. 23-21. Stivey had 5 last night in 18 minutes of action against Wheaton. Kozel has it for Carthage. Tries to penetrate, and he's pushing off against Reese Dills, but Dills is going to get a person. Looks like Kozel led with his elbow that time. 8th team foul on Hope, so the Dutchman over the limit. Carthage in the 1-and-1. Carthage as a team shoots 73% at the line. Kozel makes the first. He's their best foul shooter. Actually, their second best foul shooter. He's at 88. Miles Olson is actually at 93. (24-21) Carthage. Kozel with 1 more free throw. Kevin averaging 6.7 a ball game. He makes them both. Here comes Hawkins with it for the Flying Dutchman. To Dills. Now Dreyer with it. Over to Hawkins. Dante penetrates, dishes off to Dreyer. Luke can hit the 3. Here's Edson with it now. Edson fakes the three, penetrates, pull up, off the back of the iron, no. Valentine clears it for Carthage. Kozel. Now to Drew Joyner, who is checked in the ball game, a 6'4 freshman from Centennial, Colorado, just outside Denver. Kudrowski has it now. Valentine sets the screen for Kudrowski. He puts up a three. Nothing doing. Rebound knocked away, but Edson comes away with it. Edson with a head of steam, driving to the hole, puts it up. It's going to be a blocking foul. That was a 50-50 call. That one easily could have gone against Edson. Kozel called for the personal. Bosko Jurakovic will take time with 9:31 to play first half. It's Carthage 25 and the Flying Dutchman 21. And it's a 30-second timeout. Hope we'll be back in action next Saturday night, actually Saturday afternoon here at DeVos, as the Pioneers of Wisconsin Platteville come to town. Of course, you might remember in the Wayback Machine in 1998, those two teams played for the Division III National Championship. Platteville won that year. That was when Bo Ryan was coaching the Pioneers. Of course, he's gone on to great success at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Then coming up the 21st and 22nd, it's the Holland Sentinel Rust-A-Vet tournament with Grace Bible, Hanover of Indiana, and Olivet College from the MIAA taking part in that tournament. And then it's off to sunny Florida for the RDV Sportsplex tournament on the 29th and 30th of December, where Hope will play against Messiah, Pennsylvania, and Beloit College of Wisconsin. Alex Edson, the senior from Grand Haven, at the free throw line. Makes the first. Alex's dad, a coach. Edson can make it a 2-point ball game with this free throw. Got it. And Edson will check out. Sam Otto returns. 25-23 Carthage. The Redmen shooting 59%, the Dutchmen 53% so far. Good execution by both teams on the offensive end in this contest. Here's Kudrowski with it. Drives on Otto, dishes off. Slashing to the hole, putting it up, no good as McNellis. The ball is loose on the deck, and we get a Carthage foul as bodies go flying. McNellis and Dreyer both went down. Keith Brushweiler in the ball game for Hope, the 6'6 junior from Stevensville Lakeshore. Greg Mitchell having to dig deep into his bench in this one so far. Ticking down toward 9 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Hawkins penetrating, he's fouled. And that's going to put Carthage over the limit, I believe. McNellis picks up his second, and that is the 7th team foul. We've already had 15 fouls in the first 11 minutes of the game. 8 on Hope, 7 on Carthage. Dante Hawkins, the sophomore from Holland High. Dante had a spectacular senior year 2 years ago for the Dutch, averaging about 20 a ball game. He played largely a reserve role at point guard last year, but he's been seeing significantly more minutes this year. He makes the first. He can tie it with this one. And we're tied, 25-25. Kozel comes to work for Carthage. Over to Joyner. Kozel down low. McNellis puts it up off the window and good. Nice move against Keith Brushweiler. Here's Dreyer with it for Hope. Carthage back up by a deuce. Hawkins, left side, and we get a whistle. Again, away from the basketball. Most of the fouls have been occurring away from the ball today. And Kozel picks up his second foul. So Kozel and McNellis each with 2 fouls for Carthage. Blackledge and Stivey each with a pair for Hope. Brushweiler at the line. Keith makes the first. And Keith only a 40% free throw shooter coming into the ball game. Dills checks out for Hope. And Steven Wittenbach, a 6'4 senior from Forest Hills Central, seeing his first action of the season. Second free throw, no good for Brushweiler. Carthage maintains a 1-point lead. Here's a drive. Ball tipped away, and it's going to stay Carthage basketball. And Greg Mitchell is going to lobby for the ball going off a Carthage player. Nice tip by Sam Otto. Cruz returns to the ball game for Carthage, replacing Valentine. And we get a whistle before the inbounds. And this is going to be on Luke Dreyer, I think, of Hope. That's team foul number 9 against the Dutchman. So every foul the rest of the first half will be a two-shot opportunity for Carthage. And as I told you earlier, this team shoots very well from the free throw line. Here's Cruz. He rattles in the free throw, and I was going to mention Cruz only a 36% free throw shooter. He's the weak link on this team in terms of free throw shooting, but he rattles in the first. Second free throw, that one off the back of the iron, and Brushweiler clears. Hawkins with it for Hope. Dreyer with it. To Hawkins. Brushweiler has it right of the lane. Out on the wing. Here's a three by Otto. Mark it up. Sam Otto with 13 in the first half, including 3 from deep. And Hope with the lead, 29-28. 8 minutes to go first half. Kozel with it for Carthage. Here's a three way downtown. Miles Olson triples from the top. 31-29 Carthage. Otto with it for the Dutchman. Otto's thinking threes, and here he goes. Here's another one. No good. Rebound tip controlled by Kozel for Carthage. Kozel in the front court. Ball tipped away by Dreyer out of bounds. It will stay with the Redmen. Kadrowski returns for Coach Bosco. O'Brien and Gardner come back in the ball game for the Flying Dutchman. Dreyer and Otto will sit down, and Sam Otto gets a word from Coach Mitchell and a pat on the fanny as he comes off. 7:25 to go first half. Dutchman down by 2. Kadrowski gets a screen. Here's a three by McNellis off the back. O'Brien clears. Here's Hawkins on the run. Hawkins at the top to Brushweiler. Brushweiler to the hole, off the window, does not fall, and we get a whistle. And a blocking foul on Carthage. That's on McNellis, I believe. That's his third. So McNellis, who didn't start this ball game, picks up his third personal foul. And Keith Brushweiler, who split a pair a moment ago, will have a chance to try to even things up. Off the back of the iron on the first one. Stevenson returns to the ball game for Carthage, so the 2 leading scorers for the Redmen back out in the contest right now in Kadrowski and Stevenson. Brushweiler splits the pair again, so he's at 50% for the day, 2 of 4. Back to a 1-point ball game, Carthage in the lead. Stevenson with it against Brushweiler. Step back, hits the foul line jumper. Stevenson with 9, 33-30 Carthage. Hawkins to Brushweiler. O'Brien for 3, barely grazed the front of the rim. Kadrowski across half court, picked up by Gardner. Kadrowski driving on O'Brien to the hole, off the window, and he scores. 7 for Kadrowski, and back to a 5-point lead for the Redmen. Spin move by Hawkins, no good. And back come the Redmen the other way. Here's Kodrowski. Now with it is Miles Olson. Dante Hawkins on him. Little high-low pass underneath. Put back good by Drew Joyner, and Greg Mitchell's seen enough. 6 straight points for Carthage, and it's back to a 7-point lead for the Redmen. With 5:51 to go, and Harrison Blackledge, who went to the bench with 2 early fouls, having to come in. 37-30 Carthage. The Redmen shooting 60% from the field, 15 out of 25. Hope has been holding its opponents to 39% so far in the early stages of the season. But the Redmen getting a lot of open looks in this one. Hope at 47%, 9 of 19. Both teams are hitting 50% on threes. The Dutchmen have been doing a good job of getting to the line. They're 8 of 10. And Carthage just 4 of 6. Right now, Carthage owns the glass with a 14-9 edge. So Blackledge, who was on the bench the last 10 minutes, back out there right now. Here's O'Brien with it for Hope to Blackledge. Ben Gardner. Here's a steal. Brad Cruz with a steal and a drive and a score. Great anticipation by Cruz that time. So 8 straight points for Carthage, and the Redmen have their largest lead of the day. And Cruz fouls Gardner as Ben tried to make a drive toward the hoop. And that's team foul number 10 on the Redmen. So Gardner will go to the line to shoot 2. Ben averaging 14.4 a ball game. Blackledge averages 14.6. Benson 11.8. They're the 3 leading scorers for Hope. Again, Benson not playing today because of a lower leg injury suffered in last night's game against Wheaton. Zach Littleson, a 6'4 junior from Rochester Adams, in for the first time. Every man that is in uniform for the Flying Dutchman has seen action here in this first half. Ben makes them both, 39-32 Carthage. Here's a spin move by Stevenson, loses the basketball, and wow. They're going to say it went off Blackledge. I don't agree with it.
You're blind as a bat.
Carthage will keep it with 20 on the shot clock. Stevenson gets the inbound. Kodrowski will dribble it back out. Now Drew Joyner with it.
Get up on him.
Here's Kodrowski. Gardner matched up on him. Kodrowski now matched up against Mitchell O'Brien. Joyner for 3. Barely gets the front of the iron as the ball. And Carthage going to get the ball back. That shot barely grazed the rim as the shot clock went off, and Hope not able to corral the rebound in front of the Duke crew. So the Redmen will keep it with a fresh 30.
Go defense. Tighten it up.
Here's Kodrowski.
Get up there.
Olsen has it now. We get a whistle.
Crappy call.
Well, who's the foul on? Zach Littleson got whistled for a foul away from the basketball. I'm not sure what happened there. But that's Hope's 10th team foul, so both teams in the double bonus. Drew Joyner will shoot 2 for Carthage. In and out on the free throw. Joyner averaging 5 a ball game. He came in shooting 80% at the line. He averages 16 and a half minutes a game. He has started 5 of the previous 6 games for Carthage. Joyner comes up empty on his free throws. Hope gets the rebound. 4:30 to go, first half. Dutchman down 7. Gardner underneath to Littleson. Littleson with a matchup, and he scores. Littleson averaging, he's played just 1 game this year, has 4 points, and he gets 2 there. Hope within 5. Olsen. Now Stevenson with it against Blackledge. A pair of 20s matched up against each other. Olsen has the ball tipped away, stolen by Littleson. Good defense by Zach. Gardner has it in the front court to Hawkins. Now Gardner over to Blackledge. Harrison to the hole, and he scores. That's Blackledge's first hoop of the day. And Coach Jurakovic wants a timeout. Hope on a 6-0 run. They've cut a 9-point Carthage lead down to 3. It is Carthage 39, the Dutchman 36. Now the Hope women's team in action this afternoon over at the Cutler Events Center in Olivet as they take on the Comets of Olivet College. And they'll have another MIAA game next Saturday at Art Smith Arena in Alma as they take on the Scots. The Hope women next home action will be at the post-exam jam on December 18th and 19th. They'll be joined by Lake Forest, Lawrence, and the Alma Scots. Carthage with the basketball. In that women's game, it is Hope 34, Olivet 25 at that. Oh, there's got to be a charge. Oh, yeah. And it was Zach Littleson taking the charge that time from Miles Olsen after Olsen dished off. So Zach Littleson, who hasn't seen a lot of playing time, making an impact off the bench. Here's Hawkins with it for the Dutchman, over to Ben Gardner. Gardner to Littleson, and we get another whistle. This is going to go on Stevenson. That'll be his second, and Zach Littleson. They've been calling a lot of contact down near the basket, and it's been consistent for both teams. Actually, Harrison Blackledge is at the foul line to shoot 2 for Hope. Blackledge all net on the first. Harrison a 71% free throw shooter on the season. And he's been shooting 56% from the field. Eight straight points for the Dutchman. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-point ball game. Carthage was up 9 a moment ago. With it is Olsen, matched up against Hawkins. This is a good matchup. And we get another whistle, and this time Dante Hawkins. Boy, oh boy, they're calling everything. That's Dante's first, and much to the chagrin of the DeVos Fieldhouse faithful. Olsen at the line makes. As I said earlier, Miles a 93% free throw shooter. He came in 13 of 14 from the stripe on the season. And he improves on that. Back to a 3-point lead for the Redmen. Hawkins gets the screen from Littleson. Blackledge low block right. Blackledge backing down on Stevenson. He's got the height advantage. Blackledge can't get it to go, but he is fouled by Stevenson. That's number 3 on him. So Carthage's second leading scorer, Mike Stevenson, just picked up his 3rd personal foul. Harrison Blackledge will go back to the line to shoot 2 for Hope. I believe that's Valentine waiting at the scores table to check in. Blackledge, nothing but net on the first free throw. Hope 13 of 15 from the line here in the first half. Carthage 6 of 10. And Blackledge hits them both, and he's going to come out of the ball game. Coach Mitchell making a nice move here, trying to keep Blackledge from picking up his third foul here. Stivey in for Harrison. 41-40 Carthage. Kodrowski to Olson. Olson between the rings. Hawkins has got his hands behind his back. Obviously a deference to that last foul call on him. Shot missed by Olson. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to go to Hope. I think Hope got a break on that one. I think Gardner was the last one to touch it. So Hope with a chance to take the lead here, down by 1. They've outscored Carthage 10-2 over the last 3 minutes. Stivey to Gardner. Ben puts it on the deck. Gardner, bump, no whistle. That's a surprise. Gardner to Hawkins. Here goes Dante spinning, driving, and he's going to go to the line. Also picks up his second. So Dante Hawkins, the hometown boy, goes to the line. Now the net hardly moved on that first free throw for Dante as he drops it in. Hawkins makes them both. He's 4 for 4 from the stripe, and Hope regains the lead, 42-41. Kodrowski front court for the Redmen. Drives on Stivey to the hole, off the window. 9 for Kodrowski, and Carthage retakes the lead. This has been back and forth all game long. Here's Gardner with it for the Dutchman. O'Brien to Gardner. Ben, low block left to the hole. Good defense by Cruz that time. Here's a long pass front court to Valentine. Kodrowski has it now in front of the anchor. Kodrowski drives off the window, tipped, and we got a foul on the rebound. This is going to go against Hope. And it's going to be on Mitchell O'Brien. So Sean Valentine will go to the free throw line. Sean's been to the line 4 times this year. He's made 3. Alex Edson and Sam Otto return for the Dutchman. Another free throw here for Valentine. And back to a 3-point lead for the Redmen, 45-42. Gardner has it for the Dutchman, drives by Cruz to the basket, puts it up and in! Ben put the pedal to the metal that time and drove to the rack. 45-44 Carthage. Here's Kodrowski driving, spinning, has to kick it out to a wing. Olson gives up his dribble, gets rid of it to Kodrowski. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Olson for 3, short. Bodies go flying. Edson takes it away. Less than a minute to go in the half. Here's Edson. Down the lane to the hole, missed it. Back we go the other way. Kodrowski dishes off to Kelson, who's just checked in the ball game for the Redmen. Now back to Kodrowski. 19 on the shot clock, 32 on the big clock. Here's Kodrowski. Drives on Stivey, and we get a reaching call on Cody. Cody said he got all ball. That's personal foul number 2 on Stivey. I have a feeling we're going to have a few people fouling out of this ball game before this one's over. Kodrowski at the line. Jordan, 62% at the line on the season, makes the first. Blackledge will come in. This is they want him out there for the final possession. Hawkins will come out. One more free throw for Kudrowski. In and out on that one. So Hope down 2, and they'll probably play for the last shot. Gardner across the timeline. Gardner, the senior from Carmel, Indiana. Down to 10. Gardner drives around a Stivey screen to the basket, and he scores! Kudrowski from half court, no, at the buzzer. Well, we end the first half the same way we started it, all even. It is Hope 46 and Carthage 46 at the half. Taking a quick look at the numbers in the first half, the Dutchmen shoot 52% from the field, 13 out of 25. Carthage 55%, 17 out of 31. Three-point shooting, the Dutchmen are 4 of 8 from distance. Carthage is 3 out of 8. Hope doing a great job at the line, and a big reason why this score is tied. They are a +7 at the free throw line, 16 out of 18 for 89%. Carthage 9 of 14 for 64%. The Redmen have the edge on the glass, 18-13, each team with 6 turnovers. Looking at the scoring, for Carthage, it's Jordan Kudrowski leading the way with 10, along with Miles Olson. Olson came in averaging just 6, so a bit of a surprise that he has 10. Mike Stevenson has 9 points. He was 4 of 4 from the field, but he also picked up his 3rd foul late in the first half. Brad Cruz had 7. Sean Valentine had 4. Kevin Kozel had 2. Drew Joyner 2, and Scott McNellis 2, and Mike Kelson and Kiston Lee did not score. Well, right now they are introducing the men's and women's golf teams from Hope College, who both won MIAA championships over the course of the season. Hope College scoring in the first half, Sam Otto with 13, including 3 triples. Ben Gardner, 11. 6 for Harrison Blackledge, despite some early foul trouble. Cody Stivey with 4. Alex Edson, Keith Brushweiler, Zach Littleson, Mitchell O'Brien, each with 2, and Dante Hawkins with 4. And Chad Carlson did not score. Stephen Wittenbach did not score. And Luke Dreyer and Reese Dills did not score. So that adds up to 46 for the Flying Dutchman. We're going to take a break here and be back with the second half of today's game from DeVos Fieldhouse. Again, Hope and Carthage tied at 46. This is Hope College basketball.
The Flying Dutchman, led by head coach Bob Eagles and assistant coach Scott Walters, made a late charge for a three-peat in the MIAA and their 19th league championship all time. Hope College, with only 1 returning starter from last season, overcame a 12-stroke deficit with 2 jamborees remaining for a winning 144-hole, 8-round score of 2,418 strokes. The Flying Dutchman won 3 of the jamborees this fall and finished 5 strokes ahead of Laurel Calvin in the overall standings. Hope earned the right to host the final 2 rounds of the MIAA's NCAA Division III Championships qualifier this spring. The Flying Dutchman finished 23rd nationally last May. Team members include the following: seniors Paul Bardenhagen and Kevin Cross, juniors Alec Bright and Winton Marsh, sophomores Jack Boucher and Kay Hooksma, and freshmen Josh Gibson, Andrew Gold, and Ben Kramer. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 MIAA champion men's golf team. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, how about one more round of applause as we honor the 2015 MIAA champion Hope College women's and men's golf team.
Greg Chandler with you back at DeVos Fieldhouse on the Hope College campus as we get set for the second half of today's game between the Flying Dutchmen of Hope and the Redmen of Carthage. It is tied at 46 in what's been a very entertaining contest. This is the 12th Midwest Challenge. It was originally known as the MIAA CCIW Challenge. They changed the name of it a couple of years ago, but it's been a very competitive tournament. Heading into this year, Wheaton has had the best record in the field at 14-8, Hope 12-10. Carthage 10-12, and then Calvin 8-14. So far, the MIAA teams are 3-0, with Calvin having wins last night over Carthage and then beating Wheaton today. And then Hope with a double overtime win over Wheaton last night, and they're going to try and make it a sweep for the league if they can beat Carthage this afternoon. I'd like to tell you that next Saturday, Hope will be home against Wisconsin-Platteville, and fans who come to the game are encouraged to partner with First Steps in Sports and donate gently used sporting equipment next Saturday. This is an initiative that was started by Ethan Zimmerman, who is one of the members of the Hope football team. This is a program that passes along gently used sporting equipment to local area youth organizations in need to help kids gain athletic experience. So if you're planning on coming to the game next Saturday, make sure you check out your closet or your storage area. If you got some athletic equipment that you're not using, bring it with you and give that to the First Steps in Sports campaign. Also, like to tell you that the first Hope Hoops Club luncheon of the season will be held on Monday, January 4th at Moss Auditorium. The 1-hour program with men's head coach Greg Mitchell and women's head coach Brian Morehouse starts at 12 noon. Cost is $10 per person and includes a buffet lunch. Updating you on that Hope women's basketball game over at Olivet. They are in the third quarter, and Hope has opened up a 45-29 lead over the Comets of Olivet, and very balanced scoring for Hope. There are 6 players that have at least 5 points. Maura McAfee leads the way. The All-American candidate has 10 points and 12 rebounds. And that's with about 3:56 to go. It's now 47-33, the Flying Dutch leading against Olivet, trying to go to 2-0 in the MIAA. They are in league play next Saturday at Alma, and then they come back here to DeVos Fieldhouse for the post-exam jam on December 18th and 19th. That'll be the next home action for the Flying Dutch. Good crowd on hand for this for the second day of the Midwest Challenge. Let's see. It'd be interesting to see how this second half is called. We had a lot of fouls in the first half. We had 32 free throws attempted between the two teams. Hope had 14 fouls in the first half, and for Carthage, they had 14 as well. So evenly called. A lot of fouls called away from the basketball, and we had a number of fouls called on illegal screens, particularly against Hope in the early stages. Carthage is going to have the basketball first. Hope has the same 5 that started this ball game in Gardner, Blackledge, Hawkins, Otto, and O'Brien. Kodrowski has it against Ben Gardner for Carthage. Now top of the circle is Olson trying to drive on Hawkins. Back outside to Kodrowski. 10 on the shot clock. Kodrowski to the hole. Leaves it short. Gardner with the rebound. Hawkins ahead to Otto. Otto had a big first half. Otto, 3-ball. Got it. That's Sam's 4th triple of the day. He has 16. And the Dutchmen open the second half, and they already had their biggest lead of the day. They trailed by as many as 9 in the first half. Kodrowski working on Gardner. Here's a deep 3 by Stevenson. No, Gardner with the rebound. Ben's an exceptionally good rebounder for a young man 6 feet tall. Here's Gardner down the lane. Otto feeling it. Sam Otto with back-to-back triples to start the second half. He has 5 of the 3-pointers, 19 for the game. He came in averaging 8. And all of a sudden, Hope with a 6-point lead. Here's a 3, no good by Kodrowski. Hawkins with the rebound. Here's Dante on the run. Gardner to Hawkins. Otto, they're getting somebody out on Sam now. Here's Blackledge with it. Back outside to Otto, now to Gardner. Down to 10 on the shot clock. O'Brien with it. O'Brien wants a little movement. Now Gardner with it. Gardner matched up against Cruz. Down to 3. Hawkins, spin move, step back. No good. Cruz with the rebound. Not a good offensive possession for the Dutchman that time. We played 2 minutes of the second half. Hope with a 6-point lead. Here's Stevenson trying to drive on Blackledge to the hole, puts it up and in. Stevenson with 11. 52-48, the Flying Dutchman. Here's Hawkins with it. Otto sets a screen for Dante. And little jostling going on between Kiston Lee and Harrison Blackledge, and Lee's going to get a foul called on him. Mitchell O'Brien will inbound. Check that, Otto will inbound it. And I'm not quite sure what the delay is. The officials, well, whatever it is, it's been resolved. O'Brien gets the inbounds. Entry pass to Blackledge, and Blackledge got fouled by Lee again on the catch. So Blackledge will inbound it now. Hope to inbound underneath. Hawkins has it. Entry pass to Blackledge. Harrison splits the D, scores, and one. Now Harrison Blackledge goes 6-6 and 220. And that foul was on Mike Stevenson. He just picked up number 4, so one of the key guys for the Redmen just picked up his 4th personal foul, and Sean Valentine will have to come in for him. Blackledge went to the bench early with 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes, but he's come alive here late in the first half and early second half. He completes the 3-point play. He has 7, and that's the Hope lead right now, 55-48. Kodrowski with it for the Redmen. Hope has outscored Carthage 9-2 to start the second half. Here's Valentine trying to drive on Blackledge. Now Lee against Blackledge. Shot no good. O'Brien clears. Here's Hawkins. Dante to Otto. Yes! Sam Otto again! His 6th triple of the day. He has 22. And Hope all of a sudden with a 10-point lead. I don't think I'm going to shake Sam's hand after the game. I might get a 3rd-degree burn. And we get a foul. Actually, wait a minute. I think Bosco Jurakovic just got teed up. Yeah, Bosco Jurakovic just got hit with a technical. I don't know what he said, but obviously he said something that the gentleman in stripes took exception to. So we're going to have some free throws taken by Hope College, and I presume that's going to be Ben Gardner taking the foul shots. That is a team foul. Already 4 team fouls on Carthage here in the second half. Hope doesn't have any, and that might be what Coach Bosco was objecting to. Gardner misses the free throw, and I think he has one more. He does. Sam Otto with 22 points, including 6 3-pointers today. We'll have to check to see if that's a career high for him. Carthage will get the ball back after the split free throws by Ben Gardner. 59-48, Hope by 11. Ball tipped away. Lee has it, puts it up, missed it. Blackledge with the rebound. Hawkins has it to Blackledge. Blackledge has the ball knocked away from behind. It'll stay Hope basketball. We've played 3 minutes and 40 seconds here in the second half. Here's Otto. Oh, he missed one. A rare miss for Sam Otto, and I think we get a foul on Hope this time. No, I guess not. I guess the ball just went out of bounds, so it'll be Carthage basketball. Here's Kodrowski with it, working against Ben Gardner. Chad Carlson gets off Greg Mitchell's bench. He'll check in at the next whistle. Kodrowski will try a three, double clutching, no good. Lee has the rebound, back out to Kodrowski. He'll try it again. This time he got it. Kodrowski with 13, 59-51 Hope. Gardner with it in the front court for the Dutchman to Hawkins. He wants Blackledge. Harrison right of the lane. Blackledge has his shot blocked, but he got fouled. I think Valentine got him. Valentine gets his second. Cody Stivey will come in, along with Chad Carlson. O'Brien and Hawkins will sit. They said the foul occurred on the floor, so no free throws for Hope. Gardner, down low to Blackledge. Harrison, right hook, yes! Harrison with 11 now. He's averaging just under 15 for the season, and Hope with a 10-point lead. Kodrowski in the front court gets rid of it to Valentine. Valentine drives on Blackledge, off the window, and it goes. Gardner in the front court for the Dutchman. Drives past Cruz to the basket, and he got held on the drive. A blue bayou by the man in blue. Valentine picked up his third foul. Scott McNellis returns to the ballgame for Carthage. He had 3 fouls in the first half. Carthage already with 6 team fouls, so the next foul will put the Dutchman in the one-on-one, and they just went over the limit. We have a holding call on Carthage. That's team foul number 7, and that's on McNellis, who just got off the bench. That's his 4th foul. Cody Stivey will go to the line to shoot 1-1. Cody with 4 points in the first half. Otto with 22. Gardner with 12. Blackledge with 11 for the Dutchman. Stivey makes the first. Keith Brushweiler will come in for Blackledge. And Harrison gets a nice hand as he checks out. Again, Hope playing without Brock Benson today. He suffered a lower leg injury in the win against Wheaton last night. They hope to get him back for the Wisconsin-Platteville game next Saturday. Both free throws good for Stivey. Back to a 10-point lead for the Dutchman. Here's a 3 on the way, short by McNellis, chased down by Olson. Olson driving to the hole, missing underneath. Brushweiler with a rebound. Here come the Dutchman with numbers. And a kick save there by Kodrowski as the Dutchman were trying to get out on the run. It was 46-46 at the half. The Dutchmen have outscored the Redmen 17-7 in this second half. Dutchman reversing around the perimeter. Here's Carlson outside to Otto. To Gardner. Down low to Stivey. Stivey on the baseline. Ball tipped away. The ball loose. And they never reset the shot clock. Nobody got possession. They're going to say Hope got the held ball, but the question is, will they reset the shot clock or will they rule that Carthage basketball? Oh, I think they're going to tell him to put 1 second back on the clock. So Hope gets the ball in the alternating possession, but they'll only have 1 second on the shot clock. So they're going to have to try and do a little pass and tip here, or catch and shoot. Gardner will inbound it.
No matter what, shoot it.
Gardner, here's a tip. A good offensive rebound there by Brushweiler off the Stivey miss. Carlson to Gardner, and we get a reach-in call on Cruz against Ben Gardner, so Ben will go back to the line. That's Cruz's second, and that's 8 team fouls on Carthage. Hope still does not have a team foul in this half. Gardner makes the first. Gardner earlier this week named to the All-State American Basketball Coaches Association Good Works team as a nominee. They'll announce the final field next February, but Hope's had a couple of representatives in the past. Grant Neal 3 years ago and Colton Overway 2 years ago. 64-53 the Dutchman. Kodrowski over to Valentine, and Valentine rattles it in from 12. Here's Carlson. Leaves it for Otto. Yeah, Carthage is paying attention to Otto now. Here's Gardner to Otto. And we get a foul on Cody Stivey. Stivey was trying to establish position underneath and pushed off there on Kodrowski. So that's 3 on Cody.
First foul of the half against the Dutchman. Here's Kodrowski working on Gardner. Screen set by Valentine. Ball knocked loose, and what do we got? Looks like Keith Brushweiler will get the personal foul. Alex Edson will come in for Hope. Sam Otto will sit. Carthage to inbound underneath. Valentine gets the inbound to Kodrowski. Carlson right in Kodrowski's face. Now Stivey doubles on him. Here's Olsen from deep. Off the back of the iron. Cruz with the offensive board. Redmond will reset. Olsen to Kodrowski. Kodrowski from the top, no. Gardner with another rebound. Ben is Hope's leading rebounder today. That's his 5th. Brushweiler right of the lane. Keith backs down his man to the hole. Puts it up and in. So the product of Stevensville Lakeshore High School with a hoop. A pair of 6s to a pair of 5s. 12:35 to play. Kodrowski with it front court. Valentine turnaround, no good. Rebound, Edson, and Alex is fouled in the... Oh! He stepped on the baseline. So Carthage is going to get the ball back. And Bosco Jurikovic is going to get Mike Stevenson back in the ball game. Stevenson with 4 fouls, but he needs Stevenson's offense. O'Brien back in for Gardner for the Dutchman. So right now for Hope, it's O'Brien, Carlson, Brushweiler, Edson, and Stivey. Inbounds pass goes all the way in the backcourt. Stevenson has to chase it down. Stevenson to Kevin Kozel, who just checked in. Now Cruz to the basket, off the window, hits it from 8. Carlson in the front court for the Dutchman. To Stivey. Edson at the top, thought about a 3, and we get a whistle. Jordan Kodrowski on the personal, his 2nd. That's team foul number 9 on the Redmen. Alex Edson, the senior from Grand Haven, will shoot a 1-and-1. Edson makes the first. Alex has struggled a bit from the line in the early stages of the season, only 43% coming into the ball game. He's averaging 4.4 ball game. Second one rattles in and out. Kozel with it. It's a 10-point Hope College lead. Kozel at the top to Stevenson. Now Cruz. Cruz got the size advantage on Carlson. Left-handed hook. No. Edson with the rebound. Edson leaves it for Carlson. Brushweiler to Carlson. Chad puts it on the floor, drives, a little floater, and Chad got it. That's Carlson's first hoop of the day.
And Hope up by a dozen. Cruz with it. Stevenson from deep. No. Long rebound, batted around. Stivey controls it. Here's Carlson. Carlson dishes off. O'Brien, 3-ball. No. Edson gets the offensive board. Great hustle by Alex. 3-ball by Stivey, no good. And Chad Carlson's going to get called for a reach, and he tried to tie up Cruz underneath as Cruz had the ball down around his waist. So Chad will pick up his third. Valentine will come back in for Carthage. Stivey will check out for Hope as Harrison Blackledge returns. Kozel into the front court for Carthage. Under 11 minutes to play at 69-57, Hope College. With it is Kozel, right side. Now Kadrowski at the top against O'Brien. Kadrowski puts it on the floor, dishes off. Kozel, foul line jumper, and we get a foul after the shot. I think this is going to go on Keith Brushweiler as Kozel went down hard. Check that, Alex Edson on the personal. His first. Kozel, a 6'1 senior from Prospect Heights, Illinois. First free throw good. And for Kozel now, he's 3 for 3 from the line today. That boosts him to 24 of 27 from the line for the season. He's at 89%. Carthage came in shooting 73% as a team. He makes. And in for the first time for Carthage is Derek Mason, a 5'10 senior from Grays Lake, Illinois. Went to Gurney Warren High School. Hope by 10 and with the basketball. Brushweiler to O'Brien. Ball tipped away and pass intended for Blackledge, but stolen by Stevenson. Kozel with it at the top. Mason has it now. Kozel. Kozel gets a screen from McNellis. Valentine for 3, it's short. And Brushweiler ties up Stevenson. Possession arrow favors Carthage. Exactly halfway through the second half here at DeVos, and we get a whistle before the inbounds. And we've had about a half dozen fouls called in this ball game before the ball's even inbounded. This is going to be on Alex Edson, his second. 5 team fouls on the Dutchman. Well, Hope's got 5 team fouls. Carthage with 9 here in the second half. Carthage will maintain possession. Inbounds to Stevenson. Stevenson working on Blackledge. Stevenson down lane. Bumped, and Blackledge is going to get the foul called. Now, the Hope fans don't like the call. Blackledge still had his feet moving, and I think that's what the official called it. They called him with the block. And for Harrison, that's his third. So Stevenson will shoot 2.
One-sided.
Stevenson makes the first. That's his 12th point. And Sam Otto back in, replacing Brushweiler. Stevenson makes them both. 69-61, the Flying Dutchman, and pressure put on for the first time by Carthage. Carlson double teamed in the backcourt, gets rid of it to Otto. Otto trying to split the D. Got bumped, no whistle. Here's Blackledge down low. Harrison to the hole, he scores. Yeah, once Harrison got the ball near the basket, there was nothing that the Carthage defense could do. 71-61, Mason to McNellis. Now Kozel with it. Tries to penetrate. Mason will put up a 3. No. And Otto is fouled on the rebound. This will be on McNellis, I believe, and if so, he's done. Scott McNellis has fouled out of the ball game with 9:20 to play. And that's the 10th team foul on Carthage, so every foul the rest of the way will be a 2-shot situation for the Flying Dutchman. Sam Otto, who has been spectacular today for the Dutchman. First free throw gets the friendly roll. That's 23 for Sam, the young man from Wheaton, Illinois. He came in averaging just 8 points a ball game, but he has 6 triples today. Otto now with 24, 73-61 Hope. Valentine with it for Carthage to Kozel. Kodrowski out of the ball game right now for Carthage. Here's Valentine, baseline jumper, and it gets the roll. 73-63 now. Here's Carlson with it for Hope. Chad over to Alex Edson. Now Mitchell O'Brien. Carlson drives around Cruz, dishes off. Edson open from the wing for 3. Count it! Greg Mitchell claps his hands. He likes the ball movement by the Dutchman. And it's a 13-point lead for Hope. Here's Cruz with it for Carthage. Now to Valentine. Valentine hands it off to Mason. Mason tries to drive on Carlson, puts up a floating 12-footer, and it goes. Ben Gardner getting ready to check in for the Dutchman. He waits at the scorer's table. O'Brien to Carlson. Chad thought about a 3. Blackledge. Edson. Here's Otto, and Cruz is not going to let Otto take another 3. Carlson open. He'll put up a 3. This is short. And Blackledge is going to get a foul call on him. He was over the back. Good inside position by Stevenson there, and Harrison commits his 4th foul. So with 7:50 left, Blackledge picks up his 4th foul. Gardner returns for O'Brien. And Cody Stivey will get off of Greg Mitchell's bench. Well, now he returns to the bench. We're going to take the long walk to the other end. That's team foul number 7 on Hope. Carthage already with 10. So Hope is in the double bonus the rest of the way. Kevin Kozel with a 1-and-1 here with 7:50 to play. Hope 24 of 29 from the line today. Carthage 13 out of 18. Kozel converts the first. Wow, they called that last foul on Mitchell O'Brien. It was not on Blackledge. I could have sworn that was Harrison's foul. So Hope gets a break that time. Blackledge stays out there. Kozel converts the 2 free throws. It's back to a 9-point Hope lead. Here's Edson with it. To Gardner. He wants Blackledge. Harrison right of the lane working on Stevenson. And Stevenson really can't do anything. He's got 4 fouls on him, and Blackledge drives right around him. 15 for Harrison. 78-67. Valentine fakes a 3, doesn't shoot. Kozel with it now. He'll back it out. Now, Hope has picked up its defense here in the second half. Valentine with it. Scoop underneath, missed it. Carlson with the rebound. Here come the Dutchmen. Carlson for Gardner. Now Blackledge down the lane. Carlson out of the corner. Yes! Now Chad had time for a Coke and a sandwich before pulling the trigger on that shot. 81-67 the Dutchman. 6:40 to play. Here's Stevenson turnaround. Hits it over Edson, and Bosco Jurakovic wants a timeout. 6:37 to play here at DeVos Fieldhouse. It is Hope 81 and Carthage 69. Meanwhile, over at the Cutler Events Center in Olivet, 3:30 left to play, and the Flying Dutch are going to go to 2-0 in the MIAA. They lead the Comets 68-47. Maura McAfee, another day at the office, 18 and 14 for Maura. She's 8 of 9 from the foul line. Francesca Buchanan has 9, Angelique Gaddy 9, and Mandy Traversa has 9. Again, balance all the way around for the Flying Dutch. And Autumn Anderson having a nice day as well. She has 7 rebounds and 6 assists out of that point guard position. You know, the Flying Dutch opened MIAA play earlier this week with a win over Trine. And that was a game that Trine actually led after the first quarter, and Hope didn't get rid of the Thunder until very late in that contest. Now out of the timeout for the Dutchman right now, it's Blackledge, Edson, Gardner, Carlson, and Otto. Jack Carlson will bring it up against Mason. Hope up by a dozen, and with the basketball, here's Edson. Blackledge has it against Stevenson. I'm surprised they haven't tried to put somebody else on Blackledge, because Stevenson with 4 fouls. Here's Blackledge spinning to the hole. Nice play by Kozel coming on the help side defense to knock it out of bounds. It'll stay Hope basketball with 8 on the shot clock. Carlson inbounds, and once again we get another whistle before the inbounds and a foul against the Dutchman. And Greg Mitchell not liking the call. That's on Edson. That's Alex's 3rd. I tell you, I've not seen too many games where there have been this many calls, foul calls, before the inbounds. Kevin Kozel brings it up for Carthage, over to Cruz. Now Stevenson between the circles. Mason has it. Stevenson right side, can't pull the trigger. Valentine with it now, drives on Blackledge to the hole, and he kisses it off the glass. Back to a 10-point ball game. Gardner just past half court. Ben, they were going to try a half court trap there, but they pull it back. Edson directing traffic. Edson to Blackledge, back outside to Alex. Alex thought about a 3. Chad Carlson will take a 3. It's short. Blackledge with the board, but he has it taken away. Bodies flying, and Blackledge lost the possession. But it was, I think that was Kozel that took it away, but then he fell down and landed on the baseline, so Hope will get it back with a fresh 30.
Come on, Hope, move now. Don't stop moving.
5:25 to play here at DeVos. Carlson to inbound it. Blackledge, baseline, forces it up, and no. Rebound to Valentine. Now, this isn't over with yet. Carthage hanging around. Kedlowski
to Olson, who just checked back in the ball game. Kadowski. Olson is open for three, and he nails it. Good ball movement by the Redmen there, and they cut the Hope lead to 7. Hope was up 14 not too long ago. Here's Carlson with it, and the Dutchman will take time. With all fours on the clock, 4:44 to play, it's Hope 81 and Carthage 74. Hope came in averaging 76.6 points a game on the season. Carthage came in averaging 77. So this game, you know, we've kind of figured this would be a high-scoring ball game. Cody Stivey will check in for the Dutchman out of the whistle. It's now gone to 2 minutes to go over in Olivet. It is Hope 68 and Olivet 50 in the women's game. Actually, it just went final. The Flying Dutch win it 75-52 over Olivet. McAfee with 18 and 14. Buchanan, Gaddy, and Traversa each with 9 points. And I mentioned Autumn Anderson with 7 rebounds and 6 assists. And once again, a workmanlike effort by Coach Brian Morehouse and the Flying Dutch. They play Alma next Saturday, and then they play in the post-exam jam here at DeVos December 18th and 19th. Meanwhile, the men will be back here next Saturday to take on Wisconsin-Platteville. Tip-off 3 o'clock. And after that, it'll be the Rustavet Holland Sentinel Classic on December 21st and 22nd. Hope with the ball. Gardner has it. Drives around a Stivey screen. Blackledge with it. He is triple teamed. Harrison loses the ball. Outside. Otto! Automatic! Sam Otto, his 7th triple. He has 27 and a big hoop for the Dutchman. They're up by 10. Olson loses the ball as he goes up for the shot. Ball knocked out of bounds by Otto. $19 on the shot clock, 4:16 on the big clock. Hope with a 10-point lead. Carthage with the basketball. Here's Stevenson with it. Stevenson matched up against Blackledge. Stevenson to Kozel in the lane. Kozel puts it up and in. Kozel with 8 now, 84-76. Hope with an 8-point lead. Carlson. Stivey has it now, over to Gardner. Gardner getting a little overplay from Cruz. Now Carlson. Otto and Olson closes quickly on Sam. Otto will drive to the basket, missed it underneath. He got too close to the basket there. Here comes Carthage the other way with a chance to pull even closer. Kozel with it. 3:30 left, Hope by 8. Kozel to Stevenson. Stevenson! Boy, Kozel threaded the needle that time with that 45-degree angle pass. And the Redmen have fought back to within 6. And the Hope fans getting a little nervous. Carlson to Blackledge. Now Gardner with it. Ben with a spin move. Shot blocked by Cruz. Ball loose. And, they're going to say it went off Blackledge last. It'll be Carthage basketball. And Mitchell O'Brien will get in the ball game for Hope. He'll come in and for whom? He'll come in for Otto. 3:03 left. Hope was up 14 with 6:57 left, but Carthage hanging around. They've come back and cut the lead to 6. Well, Carthage plays in a really, really tough league, the CCIW, and no game is easy. A nice move there by Jordan Kadrowski, and Carthage has cut the lead to 4. Carlson to Gardner in the front court. Gardner, foul line jumper. Boy, Hope needed that one. Ben with 15, 86-80, the Dutchman. Olson has it in the front court against Carlson. Now to Cruz. Kadrowski Gardner matched up on him. Kodrowski outside Stevenson. Stevenson for three, no. Kodrowski will try another three. This is short. Stevenson keeps it alive, puts it up, no, and Carlson gets the rebound. Carlson to Gardner. Now, big defensive stand for the Dutchman there. Carthage had three opportunities, came up empty, and Greg Mitchell will take a timeout with exactly 2 minutes to play. Hope 86, Carthage 80. The Dutchman shooting 54% from the field, 26 of 48. Carthage, which was hot earlier, has cooled off a little bit. Hope has played much better defense here in this second half. Carthage is at 48%. Three-point shooting, the Dutchman 10 of 19. A lot of that is Sam Otto, who is 7 of 10 from deep today. Free throw shooting, 24 of 29 for the Dutchman, 15 of 20 for Carthage. Carthage has more rebounds than Hope, 33-29. Carthage has 12 offensive boards, which is a few more that I'm sure Greg Mitchell would like to see on the stat sheet. Good crowd on hand for this one this afternoon at DeVos. 2,127 the attendance today. You know, Hope assistant coach Tom Davilar having a word with one of the officials, and I wonder if he's serving as Coach Mitchell's spokesperson here. Exactly 2 minutes left. 3 timeouts left for Carthage, 2 for Hope. Possession arrow favors the Dutchman. 10 team fouls on Carthage, so every foul the rest of the way is a double bonus for Hope. Hope has 18 fouls, so it's still a 1-and-1 situation for the next couple of fouls. Chad Carlson with it for the Dutchman. Kodrowski is out on him. Carlson to Blackledge at the top. Here's Blackledge, right corner to the hole. Harrison misses the shot, but tips the rebound back out to Carlson. Hope gets a fresh shot clock. Big offensive board there. Carlson just stands at the anchor, and Carthage does not come out. Now Kodrowski will. 12 on the shot clock, 1:22 on the big clock. Hope up by 6 and with it. Carlson to Gardner. Ben for a three! Yes, can! 18 for Gardner, and Hope up by 9 with 1:05 left. Here's Kodrowski. Carthage needs a hoop. And Kodrowski's pass off the foot of Stevenson, out of bounds. It's Hope basketball. 59.5 seconds left. O'Brien will come in for Stivey. Coach Mitchell wants to get some ball handlers in the ball game. Full court pressure by Carthage. Carlson with it. Carlson being bodied by Olsen as he comes up court. Carlson across the timeline over to Gardner. And Gardner is fouled by Kozel with 49.9 on the clock. Sam Otto with a career day for Hope. 27 points, 7 of 10 on three-pointers. In case you're wondering, the Hope single-game record is 8 for triples. Kyle Vanderwall hit 8 in January of 2001 against Adrian. Dane Griffith matched that against Tri-State in January of 05. Gardner hits them both, 91-80 Hope, 45 seconds left. Here's Kodrowski to the hole, missed it, and it's going to be Hope basketball. It went off Cruz last. And Coach Bosco doesn't believe it. Full court pressure by Carthage. Gardner gets the inbounds to O'Brien to Blackledge, and Blackledge is hammered by Kozel. I don't think they'll go up with the intentional foul called. Kozel with his fourth. Blackledge will go to the line to shoot 2. Harrison with 15. Considering he spent nearly all of the first half on the bench in foul trouble, That's a pretty good day for Harrison. First free throw for Blackledge is good. He's 6 for 6 from the stripe today. And Hope with a plus 11 at the line, actually plus 12. And that's the margin right now, 12 points. Carthage actually has more field goals than do the Flying Dutchmen, 30-27. But Hope has 11 triples to 5 for Carthage. And Blackledge 7 for 7. And Greg Mitchell gets some subs in the ball game. Stephen Wittenbach in. Zach Littleson is in. Reese Stills in the ball game. Luke Dreyer in as well. Hope will go to 5-1 on the season. But it wasn't easy today. They were down 9 against Carthage. Neither game this weekend was easy. Here's a pass tipped away by Carlson over the Carthage bench. Hope had to battle back from 12 down with 6 minutes left in regulation last night to win in double overtime against Wheaton. And then today they were down 9 against Carthage. Here's a three, good by Olson. 24 seconds left. Carlson with the basketball. Carthage giving chase. Dreyer has it now, down to 16. Ball knocked away. Carlson gets it back. Now Carthage continuing to contest. Now Littleson has it rather, and Littleson will dribble off the clock. And the Flying Dutchmen win it here at DeVos this afternoon as the MIAA goes 4-0 in the Midwest Classic, the final classic involving these two schools from the MIAA and two from the CCIW. Hope wins it 93-83. Looking at the numbers real quick, the Dutchmen shoot 54% from the field, 27 of 50. Carthage 48%, 31 of 65. Three-point shooting big for the Dutchmen today, 11 out of 20. A lot of it the work of Sam Otto. Carthage 6 of 22 from deep. Free throw shooting, Hope outscores Carthage at the line 28-15. The Dutchmen shoot 85%, 28 of 33 from the stripe. Rebounding, Carthage 33 rebounds to 31 for Hope. Hope had 10 turnovers to 7 for Carthage. Looking at the scoring for Carthage, 4 players to double figures. Mike Stevenson at 17, despite battling foul trouble most of the second half. Miles Olson at 16, Jordan Kodrowski 15, but Kodrowski was 6 of 17 from the floor. Sean Valentine had 12 off the bench. He came in averaging just 5. Brad Cruz had 9 points and 10 rebounds. Kevin Kozel had 8 points. Derek Mason, Drew Joyner, Scott McNellis each with 2. Kiston Lee and Mike Kelson did not score. For the Flying Dutchmen, what a day for Sam Otto. As I said earlier, he was automatic. The senior from Wheaton, Illinois, 27 points, a career high. 9 of 14 from the field, 7 of 10 on threes. Big day for Sam. Ben Gardner with 20. 5 field goals, 2 threes, 8 of 10 from the line for him. Harrison Blackledge, despite some early foul troubles, has 17. Alex Edson at 6, Cody Stivey 6, Chad Carlson 5. 4 each for Dante Hawkins and Keith Brushweiler, 2 each for Mitchell O'Brien and Zach Littleson. Chad Carlson with 5. Reese Stills did not score. Luke Dreyer did not score. Steve Wittenbach did not score. So that adds up to 93 for the Flying Dutchmen. Hope now 5-1 on the season. They'll be back here next Saturday to take on the Pioneers of Wisconsin-Platteville. Tip time 3 o'clock here at DeVos Fieldhouse. And once again, they'll be doing that promotion next Saturday. First Steps in Sports. If you got some used athletic equipment that you're looking that you don't have any further use for, bring that equipment with you to the game, and it will go over to the First Steps in Sports program to help local youth sports organizations. That's going to do it here from DeVos Fieldhouse on the Hope College campus. This is Greg Chandler. Once again, our final score, the Flying Dutchmen 93, the Redmen of Carthage 83.